Good afternoon, Democrats. I'm very happy to be with you this afternoon. I'm only going to be here, though, just for a few minutes. Our chair, Alicia Andrews, is finishing up a radio broadcast, and she will be joining us in just a few minutes. So I know that you tuned in to see her, and she will be with us shortly. But I just wanted to get things started because we say 4:15, and that's the time that we want to be with you on these daily lives. Or right now, they're twice a week. I want to tell you though, as she mentioned, I think on Monday, after the first of the year, Alicia will be returning to her daily live updates. I find them incredibly useful. Others seem to really appreciate them as well. Because the nice thing is, if you can't be here at 4:15 every day, you can always catch them later on. You can watch them on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. So it's a good way for all of us to stay connected and up to date. And like I said, she will be with us in just a few minutes. I've got some news that I want to share with you, and I think this is it's beyond troubling. It's absolutely shameful. Oklahoma Attorney General Mike Hunter has sided with Texas and 16 other states in a Supreme Court lawsuit. Now, the horrible thing about this is they are suing to overturn President-elect Biden's wins in 4 states. Now, the reason I say that it's shameful, it's because we have voted. The American people have spoken. And yet our 45th president continues to try to steal this election, the very one that he says was stolen from him. Now, to make matters worse, and it should be an embarrassment to every single person living in the state of Oklahoma, Democrats, Republicans, independents, everyone, the Attorney General is spending time, money, our resources on a frivolous lawsuit. And we all know that the Supreme Court is going to look at this and simply dismiss it. It has no legs. It's been proven over and over again that President-elect Biden will become the next president of the United States. And so to spend the resources of our Attorney General's office in this way, it's despicable is what it is. We have families in our cities, in our counties, in large communities and small communities who tonight are going to sit down at a dinner table with not enough to eat. We have people who have lost their jobs. We have people who don't know if they're ever going to be able to get back to work, or at least the work that they had before. We have small business owners who daily are having to close their businesses. And this is the way that our state elected officials are choosing to spend our money by suing to steal an election. It's unconscionable. It's absolutely unconscionable, because we have people right here, right now in our state, who are so in need. Our neighbors, our friends, the people we work with, the people we go to church with, the people that we study with or send our kids to school with. And yet the Attorney General of Oklahoma is choosing this route to take our money and throw it away in a frivolous lawsuit just because of his buddy Trump. Well, I don't know about you, but I am going to make a call immediately when I leave the studio here. I'm going to call the Attorney General's office, and I'm going to call the governor's office and express my outrage, and I hope that you will do the same. It's not my normal tactic to come on so strong, but this hit me like a brick today when we have so much that we need to be tending to, and instead this is what's happening. So I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to breathe, and I want to thank you for indulging me on this. But it's a critical issue to me, and I hope it is to you. And I know our Democrats in Oklahoma are deeply caring people. We care about each other. That's part of what makes us who we are. So I'm going to make those calls, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Now, I know you're going to be very happy that I am stepping back away because our chair, Alicia Andrews, has just entered the studio. And so it's my privilege now to let her have her show back. Again, thank you, folks. I appreciate you listening to me. And with that, here's Alicia.
All righty. Don't go anywhere, Scott. So I'm supposed to be on KTLR. I'm waiting for them to give me a call. So I thought I'd come and be on my regular time. Couple things. I'm not sure what all Scott talked about, but I'm going to tell you some of the things that are on my mind right now. I'm supposed to be doing an interview on what I think about the fact that the governor has yet to make a statewide mask mandate. I'm not sure if that's what Scott was talking about, but let me tell you what I think about it. We need a statewide mask mandate. All of this going around, doing photo ops at hospitals, asking us to take personal responsibility, announcing a day of prayer, that is not saving Oklahomans. As of today, we've had over 200,000 cases in Oklahoma alone. 221,000 Oklahomans have been afflicted with COVID, and it's no joke. We have lost 1,922 Oklahomans. That's craziness. I personally know people who have not survived their bout with COVID. And I'm sure if you're watching me, you probably know people who haven't survived their bout with COVID. And so I've been livid that our governor is doing everything but taking care of Oklahomans. He's doing everything, going and touring hospitals, but then going back and calling and saying, please, please, please stop giving interviews. We don't want people to know how bad it is. Are you kidding me? We know how bad it is. It is bad. And instead of asking our frontline workers to keep a rap on how bad it is, do something. And if you're a nurse and if you're a doctor and you're tired, you have a right to say you're tired. You have a right to ask us to wash our hands and watch our distance and wear a mask. You have a right to ask the governor to follow up and do something real. And so the fact that he called and threatened that position and said, stop talking to the public, that is unconscionable. And I'm asking everybody within my that sees this. I don't care if you see it today, Wednesday at 4:00. I don't care if you see it Friday at midnight. I don't care when you see it. If you see it, I am begging you to call the governor's office and demand a statewide mask mandate. It makes no sense to have a mask mandate in this pocket and then the very next neighborhood, very next township doesn't have a mask mandate. It makes the mask mandate in that town, close to useless, because in the next town, either people work in that next town or people in the next town work in the big town, and we're just mixing it up. We need decisive action to get past COVID. We need the fact that over 200,000 Oklahomans have been afflicted with it should be enough for our state governor to do something about it. And the fact that he hasn't, we need to not let that stand while he's out gallivanting and being involved in other states' elections. We need to be focused. And while I'm talking about how we need to be focused and organized, the Oklahoma Democratic Party is in preparations for getting organized, reorganizing, re-electing precinct chairs and county chairs and district officers and state chairs. We've got to get ourselves together. So if you get a chance, please go out to okdemocrats.org. And if you're interested in helping us reorganize, there are many there are many ways that you can sign up. We have someone who's helping us plan the convention. We have a committee for that, making sure we have a credentials committee, rules. Please join a committee or tell people about the committee, because that's what we have to do now. We have to get ourselves together. We have to get ourselves organized, because we have a governor to replace. He's made it where we just have to say it out loud, and every chance that we got, we have to find someone who is interested in doing the job and representing Oklahoma. And Governor Stitt has demonstrated that he's not. He's interested in having the title, but he's not interested in doing what needs to be done to take care of our citizens. If you are a county chair and you're watching this, I'm going to encourage you to be on the lookout. We are putting together a committee it's an organization of county chairs. So the county chairs have that support that they need, and they have someone that they can ask for, that they can ask questions of, and they can support. We're looking for ways to help us get organized and make sure that people, once they get organized, have that support. So be looking for that. I want to thank you guys who have stuck with us and who joins me, even though I've whittled down and I'm only doing it twice a week. You guys, please take care of yourself. If you know someone who's thinking about running for governor, or if you're thinking about running for governor, please go out to okdemocrats.org, click on get involved, and click on run for office. We need to be interviewing and vetting the best possible candidate to replace our current governor. That is job one right now, is that we need to find someone who's going to represent Oklahoma. Guys, thanks for joining me. I will be back on Monday. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you then.
So long, everybody. Thank you.